Tonight, as we begin our Take Back Zionism campaign with a closer look at the theme of humanitarianism, we are so pleased to have Consul General Ido Aharoni here with us. New Yorkers have no better spokesman for the State of Israel, and we are honored to have him share with us his thoughts on our theme and on Israel's connection to it this evening. Please welcome Consul General Aharoni.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you, Michael Steinhardt, for your friendship and your support and for inviting me here tonight. I'd like to use the 45 minutes that I was given in the program to make one very simple point. I thought to myself, why are we gathered here tonight to discuss the need to reclaim Zionism? And I thought I'd illustrate that point by sharing a little story with you. It's a story that I've told before, so those of you who've heard it, I apologize in advance. They tell this story about these two homeless people that are sitting outside of a big church in New York City on a Sunday morning. One is holding a cross, and the other, surprisingly, is holding a Star of David. And people, as they were walking out of the church looking at the two, kind of in disbelief looking at the guy with the Star of David, naturally taking out some money, give to the guy with the cross, and they walk away. And one older lady decided to approach the person with the Star of David, and she told him, you know, it's very inappropriate for you to be sitting outside of a church with the Star of David. I think you should be sitting outside of a synagogue. He thanked her for her advice, and as she was walking away, he turned to the other guy and said to him, well, what do you say, Moshe? She's trying to teach us marketing. Now, the main reason why we're all here tonight is because we as a collective, Israel as a state, and I think our people, the organized community, communicated Israel to the world all those years only through one very narrow prism, one very narrow dimension of this wonderful place called Israel. And that is, we defined Zionism to the world only in the context of our dispute with our neighbors. Thus, branding Zionism as a relentless producer of bad news. And bad news is not attractive. Not to you, and not to the State of Israel. See, every place has a DNA, just like a human being. Paris is about romance. Brazil is about fun. And sadly, we discovered that almost universally, in the eyes of the world, Israel is about conflict. But we know, and you know, you've been to Israel, that our goal, our job, and the ambassador, I think, beautifully outlined all of Israel's advantages and Israel's meaning to you as American Jews. Our job, my friends, is to broaden the scope through which Israel is being perceived, and to make sure that we're all engaged in a conversation that reflects the true reality that exists in Israel. Let me give you a few examples. People don't think of Israel as a world leader in the field of the environment, but Israel is a world leader with everything that has to do with desert agriculture, for example. Renewable energy is a big strength of Israel. People don't think of Israel as a powerhouse when it comes to lifestyle and leisure. But you look today at the quality of Israeli design products coming out of Israel, the story of Israeli architecture and fashion and food and wine. It's a great source of attraction to the world. High-tech and science, the ambassador already mentioned. The diversity of Israeli people. How many of you know that we have over 100 different ethnic groups represented in Israel? We have over 70 languages regularly spoken in Israel. And of course, Israel's best kept secret, Israel's international aid programs. In 1958, the State of Israel, we had only 1.4 million Jews in Israel. Our Prime Minister at the time, David Ben-Gurion, sent Golda Meir, his foreign minister, to Africa. She came back, moved by what she had seen in Africa, and she decided as a result to start what was inconceivable at the time, Israel's own international aid program, known as Mashav. I'm sure you've heard of it. The first year, 1958, we had 137 trainees from Africa in Israel. Today, this year, we're going to have several thousand from all over the world, from Asia, from Latin America, from Africa. Israel developed a comprehensive, vast international aid program. I'm ashamed to say that most Israelis are unaware of that program. We're working in close cooperation with the United States, USAID program, with Canada, with Denmark, with the Netherlands, providing assistance to countries all over the world, especially in times of crisis. You all have the pamphlets here that were produced by Stand With Us about the aid Israel extended to Haiti. 250 doctors were there from Israel. The Israeli rescue team was the first to arrive. And of course, I'm sure you heard all about the Israeli contribution in Haiti in the national media. As the ambassador said, Israel is an endeavor that we all share. And I'd like, on behalf of the Israeli government, to thank the leadership of Birthright, Mr. Steinhardt and his friends, as well as all the participants here tonight. Thank you for being part of this great enterprise. And again, we'd like to see you in Israel. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.